little segment here. I saw a video talking about surviving cancellation, being canceled. What do you do if you're being canceled? And I will just tell y'all like this. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't believe in people being able to even be able to cancel people. As long as you have systems, partnerships, and opportunities, if you're a real business person, not just a hustler, you will make it through any of those opportunities. Let me explain. There's been several people the past couple years that we've considered canceled for various reasons. They've been able to go on and buy homes, buy cars, travel the world, live well, eat well, have more kids. We've seen it all, right? And it's because if they have the true instinct, the true opportunity, and the true salesman parts of themselves that can create a business that doesn't require their face, that can create companies that don't require their voice or face on it. Prime example, YouTube right now, a lot of automated YouTube channels. I will do full disclaimer here, your girl does have, as of last week and the week before that, a bunch of negative Nelly, what we would call them, YouTube doom and gloom channels. And again, it's because negative wins on YouTube at the current time. It's very hard to convince people of positive. When it's easy win time, you have a lot of people saying, I'm an entrepreneur. When push comes to shove and they don't have any money to really push their business ideal and their dream, all of a sudden it gets real quiet in the marketplace. That's just is what it is. So how do you survive cancellation? My biggest thing to you is move out of your area. If possible, move to a new city, move to a new state. I would say get heavy into business, right? There's one person that got canceled and they were like, oh, I was so upset about people not liking me online. I didn't focus on my business. No freaking way, dude. No way. I would have told that person to double, if not triple down, start building real estate all over the state of Georgia, get really heavy into getting funding from somewhere, being fundable, right? Conversation, any $20, $30, $40,000 they get into their company, put it into real estate, because that money, that power that land translates to a little bit further out is really their power base. Is the land, it's the having our real estate assets is their power base. Now, if you say, how do you maintain power in small cities and states? I'm talking about investments. If you ever notice the same 5, 6, 7 family own everything in a small town, they are invested in the city council. They sponsor the small little baseball league, and they sponsor other things. If you're the big dog in a small city, small state, companies should be looking for you. Companies should be asking where you are. Companies should be trying to find you. And that's something I want people to understand is, like, the more I go in bigger pockets, there's certain people, everybody says their name. I'm in a couple different private mastermind groups, and there's 1 or 2 guys that everybody knows them. Oh yeah, he can do it for you. He can help you. He can get that paper notarized. He can get this done. And you're like, whoa, who is this guy? I went to an event and everybody kept getting up and saying, this girl put together my back office. This girl, it basically was the backhand to my office and helped me create the company that you see today. Well, what did everybody in that room do? Well, I need to find out more about her. I need to Google her. I need to look her up. I need to find out if she can help my business grow as well. People should be looking for you because you should be that valuable. And you should be able to tell people no. Surviving cancellation, the title bothers me still to this day, is, are you running a business or do you want to be famous? This is a very clear answer. Do you want to be famous? You know, so many times Wendy's, Hardee's, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they are sued daily for minor things, big things, employee related things, crime, fraud, you name it. They're sued all the time. But Wendy's isn't trying to get you to love them. They want you to be addicted to them, right? Bank of America, Wells Fargo don't care. They don't care how many people they treat like crap. They'll just cut a check the next year in incentives and keep it pushing. Why? Because then the next set of people who like, well, Bank of America gave me $17,000 down to close on my house, so they're not that bad. They're in the pocket of that person now. And you don't even remember Bank of America being sued every year for racial discrimination, right? someone gets their house appraised and they get a big HELOC check or a big cash out refi, they completely forget the big banks were doing bad. They forget. They totally forget, just that quick, right? Why are these companies able to keep moving forward, keep pushing on past cancellation? I'm gonna boycott. Because they're about their business. They're literally businesses that only goal is, what is that bottom line? Can we hire more staff? Can we put more people here and that want to walk around and say, I work for Wells Fargo? Can we give them goodies? Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You start a company, I'm gonna just tell y'all this, buy them t-shirts, buy them polos, buy them mugs, buy them keychains, buy them all this little junk that you think is stupid. Man, we had an employee quit and we're still wearing the shirt at the gym. Now, he's walking around in this shirt with our painting company on it, and somebody's doing what? Calling the number so they don't bother him while he's doing what? His workout. Come on. Can't be canceled. Even employees don't like you, don't matter. Glassdoor, people are on Glassdoor bashing this company, and 10 other people come right behind them. Well, I like them. They did good well for me. People have short-term memory, and the internet has sped that short-term internet memory up. Something bad will happen 3 months later, the person goes quiet, they come back, and this is a real life situation. The guy starts posting business quotes and stock tips, and everybody forgets he had a very inappropriate interaction. Now it's been years and people are like, well, he's rich, he never did it again. Well, of course not. We don't know if he did it again. We don't know that. Most people don't change their stripes, you know what I mean? You survive cancellation by doing real business, by doing real work, by having a real company, by making sales. Grant Cardone every 90 days says something crazy and ridiculous. And every 90 days we're talking about him and we're just pushing him up in the algorithm every 90 days. Every other year, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith say something crazy, do something crazy. Every couple of years before an artist wants to go on tour, they do something crazy. This ideal that we're counseling anyone is a joke. Boycotts worked in the 1960s and then they never worked again. You know why? Because companies said, let me be a spider. Let me be an octopus. What does that mean? Let me have my arms and legs in so many different companies that even if you boycott Coca-Cola, you're eating our cereals, you're staying at our hotels, you're staying at our real estate. They got their hands on all this. That's why I laugh when people make fun of Black and minority business owners for having multiple businesses. Laugh all you want. If they can get enough staff underneath them at these different companies, they're going to be a 300 millionaire. They're going to have 30 million, 40 million a year coming in. And at that point, it's just investing it. Cancel culture only hurts those who want to be liked, who find fame as their ultimate pinnacle goal of being considered holy and so ethical and so amazing, their only goal. To be looked up to. Listen, if you want to be looked up to, you can go down the street and there's a little league baseball team and you can go be a coach. And you will inspire those young kids and they will look up to you and be happy that you are their coach. But people don't want that. They want the gram to see it. They want the gram to like them. They want these big ovations, standing ovations, and I get it. But pride comes before a fall. And I've made that mistake before of seeking a little bit of validation and realizing, no, I'm Erica Williams. I like me. Your like is extra. I grew up in a 2-parent home. And this, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have to hear this false internet rah-rah that a lot of you are putting on for people, because it's not real. I would sit there and hear people say, well, these people are fat, they're single, they'll never get married. I go in my house and this person's married, fat and all. This person has children, this person has a whole life, because the internet world and the real world don't always align. So if you want to come out here and be likable on the internet, that could put a lot of money in your pocket. And there used to be a time when people would counsel somebody and they would lose income on their, YouTube channel, their Instagram channel. And that's when I say they're a bad business person. They weren't here to do business. They were here to be liked. Not everybody can do it either. There's a book called Traction, Integrator, Visionary. Someone has a vision of something. The other person is the integrator. And this is why I'm so, more than ever, more than now ever, pushing people to hire. You know, Erica, what if they steal from me? What if they do this to me? What if, it's called errors and omissions insurance, and it's $125 a month. They steal, they do something wrong, they do something terrible, they delete your pages, they do something crazy. Guess what? There's insurance also for social media now. You get hacked, you get paid. These are all decisions you can make. Again, cancel culture isn't real. And you're going to say, Erica, what about the girl from Star Wars? She's not in the movies anymore. Y'all, she has her whole life to act. She has a year or two from now to get on. And we have movies that have flopped so bad, actors didn't come back from it. And they became cult classics. She can go do theater. If she's a real actress, she can go do theater. She can go do any other type of acting if she's truly an actress. She can make her own shows. She can sponsor her own movies. These are things you have to decide. Am I here for the internet validation, or am I trying to run a real business? Do I want you? And again, sometimes y'all have to realize this. It's not about you. Sometimes people are posting these vacations and these trips and these weddings and what their baby daddy did for them and what their husband did for them. And it ain't about you. It's for themselves. It's for them, just for the enjoyment of sharing the blessing that this person did for them. Everybody can't hear that though. And I know it's hard to hear. But canceling and cancelization doesn't really exist. It only exists when you are in a position where you can't get bank loans, credit cards, right? When you can't get funding, then that is what I would consider a real cancellation. But then think about all these guys, these little guys, partnering up together and buying apartments. The banks didn't want them to do it. They still were able to do it. Why? Partnership. Think about all these guys building homes from the ground up. Banks won't give them money. Okay, no problem. I'll use my credit card. Can't use my credit card? No problem. I'll use owner financing. And I'll have vendors. And I'll have payments with all these different people building this house. You guys have to understand that. How bad do you want it? And if it's truly a dream of yours to own a company, you may not be liked by the staff. That doesn't always happen. Gary Vee makes a lot of videos about having 1,000 people on staff and a lot of them not liking him. It's upsetting. You're cutting paychecks to people that don't like you. Right? We're all thinking of the Christmas Carol, right? The guy working for the penny pincher guy, right? Working for Scrooge. And you have to understand, what was the ultimate goal of you starting your company? Was it to make money? Was it to have your family be better off? Was it for you to accomplish all these goals and dreams? Fulfill a purpose? I just don't want to get you lost in this cancel culture or this desire to be liked, when really, how do you maintain power? There are certain communities we can't talk about here on YouTube, or we will be canceled, right? Quotation marks. And you already know who they are. There's 2 big ones. Can't talk about it. Maybe 3 at this point. But how do they maintain power? How do they maintain power? They have investments. They have franchises. They have businesses. They are in a position where you can't cancel them. Why can't you cancel them? Because they own the building and you're renting from them. They own the property and you're renting from them. They own the Chinese food restaurant and you buy food there. They own the grocery store and you're buying food from the grocery store. So in that power conversation and dynamic, it doesn't matter if people don't like you. If you own the water in the town and they gotta drink water, hey, sounds like a personal problem, right? So be smart, be wise, my friends. I hope you guys are liking the new studios and the new locations. We're switching it up for this season. It's a new season. It's a new time, new thing, new me. I hope you guys enjoy this content, and don't worry, you can't be canceled. If you always have new people, and again, there's 330 million Americans out here. Every day you can go be introduced to a whole new another million Americans that never even heard of you. There are TV shows on TV right now with less views than YouTubers. There are TV shows with 200,000 views. And there's YouTubers with 500,000 views on videos. Now, most of those people are bought. Let's be very honest. There's currently, I'm seeing some channels where they've got 11 comments and 200,000 video views, but I'm not hating, I'm just observing. But I want you to be very aware of that. It's a numbers game. How many people can I reach with my information, my content, my product and service, and help them and be paid? It is my goal, honestly, to have 10,000 people inside the funding course. Even if it's $500 a month at a time, that's my goal, to have 10,000 people inside that funding course. If that means I have to run ads, it means I have to push and promote it, that's what I will do. But anyways, this is your girl Erica from the CLASSYIT blog. See you in Arizona, see you in Panama, and see you in Zanzibar. If you're new to the channel, again, we'll have the Ground Up Construction Conference Tour, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, downtown, April 29th and 30th. You guys, I look forward to talking to you. Look forward to seeing you there. It's your girl, Erica. I'm out.